Hello wet shavers, welcome to the Soap Thing Project, or if you've been here before, welcome back. Hadn't planned on doing a shave video today, but I figured the camera's going to sit there either way, so I may as well turn it on. So what are we doing today here in the Soap Thing Project? Well, as we get further and further into fall and winter, I turn into a raging oud freak in a crazy fast hurry. So that's what this shave is going to be, is all oud. So to start things off, we're going to use Pereira Red Sandalwood for the pre-shave. And then the soap is going to be Holy Kaw King of Oud. And this is a tallow-based soap. This is an older one. I do believe this predates the Sierra base. What do we have here for ingredients that are interesting? Donkey milk, glycerin, tallow, shea butter, cocoa butter, and lanolin. Here's the ingredients on the back of the tub. And this is most definitely death by oud. We'll talk about the scent more during the video, but that is the gist of it, is it's basically death by oud. The aftershave is going to be PAA, the wow signal. And this is a very, very boozy bourbon oud sort of scent. Love this stuff. The razor is going to be the Charcoal Goods Everyday Razor with the arrow handle. And I've been using this quite a bit. As you can see, it's developing a very nice patina on it. And in my many shaves that I've had with it so far, I've found, much to my surprise, that it actually works very well with Gillette Nassets. Normally, I cannot use Gillette Nassets because they just hack my face apart, but the cap and guard geometry is such that it presents the blade to me in such a way that just works for me for some reason. So, there you have it. The brush is going to be from Turn & Shave, and this is a 24mm SHD Gelousy from AP Shave Co., and this is some kind of fake tortoiseshell looking thing. And historically, I don't tend to chase my shaves with a fragrance, but I've been doing it a lot more lately. So we're going to apply some of this after the shave. It's a 1 ounce decant from Decant X, and this is Versace Pour Homme Oud Noir. So let's do it. Okay, here we go. Out of the jar and onto the face. Pereira Red Sandalwood Pre-Shave. This stuff smells good in my personal opinion. I know it can be polarizing to some, but Pereira Red, for me, just as a scent in its own right, is good to go. Alright, I've got the Holy Kaw King of Oud lathered in my Langley City Shave Bowl with the Turn & Shave brush. I'll put it on. Scent strength on this is probably a 4 out of 5, so very stout. You will have no problem smelling this. And I was in such a hurry to get the lather on my face that I need to put a blade in this razor. Is exactly what I need to do, so let's do that before we get started. Fresh Gillette Nasset blade. And 24 hours growth on the face today. Okay, let's get started. Smooth as silk. Between the blade and razor combination and the soap, it is just excellent. So let's talk about the scent on Holy Kaw King of Oud. Now this is, how do I want to describe this? If you are not familiar with oud scents, and you want to be introduced to oud aggressively, this is definitely an excellent way to do it. This stuff smells very animalic and quite filthy, to be honest with you. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because I'm a filthy animal.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Anyway. So there's a bunch of different woods in here. Got rosewood, sandalwood, there's some amber going on. The galbanum and the vetiver present themselves quite aggressively in the scent. But for the most part, like I said, this is a pretty animalic, pretty freaking filthy execution of oud, and I love it. It is very, very oud forward. Now, it's not the darkest oud I've ever experienced, but it's getting there. I've seen a lot of people say that this is multi-seasonal. No way, in my personal opinion, is this multi-seasonal. If I tried to pull this off in the summertime, I'd smell like an asshole. It is loud and proud is what this is. But definitely a fall and winter scent, in my personal opinion. Now the Charcoal Goods Everyday Razor has just a touch of blade feel. I think it's, if I had to compare it to something, I'd say it's probably Mamba 70-like in that neighborhood. So you don't have to hunt for blade feel. It's also not going to feel like you're taking a machete to your face. So it's pretty intuitive and easy to use. I will say this. The base plate posts are machined in such a way that the tolerances are not very tight. So I've had to take this apart a couple of times and actually adjust the top cap and the base plate because it wasn't perfectly centered. Is that a big deal to me? No. But I have had to do it. So just make sure that when you screw it down, you got the blade in there that's secured down pretty tight. Otherwise, I've actually had movement between the top cap and the base plate. Now I'll take that without a lot of complaints because this is one of the most comfortable, easygoing shaves I've ever had. I have been loving using this razor. It is worth every penny I paid for it, without a doubt. Because usually, like, I have to shave every day because my job requires it. And part of the reason I don't tend to film shaves with 24 hours growth is because a 24-hour shave usually leads to more irritation, more nicks and cuts, and more redness on my face than what I get with a 2-day shave on the weekend. But this is a rare example of a razor that I get an extremely comfortable and satisfying 24-hour shave. Now you can do damage with your face, to your face with this just as easily as anything else, I think. But if you kind of sort of have the fundamentals down and you understand the basics of what you're doing and this is not your first safety razor, this thing is a breeze. All you got to do is have those fundamentals down, and this thing is a breeze to use. And with that, I'm going to call that a pretty excellent shave. I don't see any nicks, which is a good sign here in the Soap Thing project. So we're going to come back for the aftershave. Okay, time for some PAA, the wow signal. Now off camera, I used the Omega Allen block, and I did get some feedback right under here, which is a common hot spot for me. So other than that, it was a pretty excellent Allen block report card, I gotta say. No feedback from the aftershave, well, pretty minimal. So that was a damn good shave. Like, I'm proud of myself. Okay. And this stuff is freaking boozy. Like, once it dries down, it's fine. It's just death by oud. But when you first put it on your face, it's probably the alcohol content, but it is boozy as hell. Like, it really is. So, great aftershave, though. Feels great on the face. And let's put on some Versace Pour Homme Oud Noir. This stuff smells really freaking good. It smells a lot like Tom Ford Oud Wood. So if you're into that sort of thing, pick this up while it's still around, because I think it's been discontinued for a while. But you can still find it at discounters in a lot of places. Get it before it's, like, no kidding, gone forever. So where'd it go? My final thoughts on Holy Kaw King of Oud. If I exhausted it to an empty tub, would I buy it again? Do I really have to answer that? Of course I would. This stuff is my crack. Good stuff, especially in the wintertime. Now, this, at the moment, is not available yet in the Sierra base, but when it does come out, I will put a price across the bottom of the screen for you for what a Sierra base soap costs right now. This should be being re-released here pretty soon in Sierra base. I think I remember Sonia saying that. Pretty sure, yeah. Now, so I think that's it. That'll be the shave for today. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you'll consider hitting the subscribe button. And until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.